if you could answer my final question in 3 sentences, that would be great. Because I feel when you give the sentence restriction angle, the truth comes out.
Sure.
In 15 to 20 years' time, what's your dream vision for a world that uses cryptocurrencies, the blockchain, etc., etc.?
So today, the way the financial system and marketplaces work, between 2 to 30% of all commerce goes to the intermediaries. I think in 20 years, more than 25% of all marketplaces, all finance, all trading, all borrowing and lending, all payments will be happening, hopefully on Solana. I think that's very possible, but on crypto-based networks where there are no intermediaries. And that 2 to 30% will go down to almost zero. And I think it's going to be very refreshing to go through all the commerce that you do in stores, with your friends, with product and service providers, for a day, a week, a month, a year, and realize that this is what it means to actually transact freely. Intermediaries are friction. And so I think in 20 years, more than a quarter of the world's commerce will happen through these systems.
And maybe over the next 100 years, we'll see a change in the world order.
I think that's possible. I'm happy to talk about that too. I mean, when people really can do what they want with the value that they've earned and can control, and they can do it in large numbers, it can affect big changes. There's great strength and power in numbers. And the other thing that intermediaries do, in addition to extracting value, is they exert control. And they can do it subtly, right? The way that you described how regulation is operating with crypto today, little taxes, just a little hurdle that they put in front of you that stops you from doing the thing that you were going to do otherwise. When all of that is removed, it lets people coordinate in much larger groups because it's frictionless. It doesn't cost them anything to do it. We've seen this in crypto in smaller numbers, millions of people. We've seen it in traditional financial markets with things like meme stocks. The power of numbers can change the way a system works very quickly, almost overnight. And so I think in that 20 years from now future, I think definitely in that 100 years from now future, there is going to be an ability for humans to coordinate at scale to affect change for how the world works and how the system works that will be so powerful and so fast that we'll wonder how we ever lived without it. We'll look back at this time as a very slow, inefficient, almost imprisoning, restrictive period in human commerce.
Raj bhai, absolutely epic podcast, man.
Thank you.
Thank you for your presence, your time, and I wish you all the luck. Thank you for explaining cryptocurrency the way you did.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much for having me. You're really good at this, and I'll come back anytime.
No, thank you, brother. Many more conversations to be had.
Thank you.
Enjoyed this clip from the Ranveer Show. We've uploaded a ton of other clips related to a ton of other topics. So explore the channel because there's something for everyone.